This video will be a full tour and documentation of this 2015 BMW X1 xDrive28i.
This X1 is painted in Alpine white.
You do have storage pockets on the front door panels, along with bottle holders. This vehicle does have power windows, power door locks, and power mirrors.
This one's got the black interior color scheme with BMW's Sensatec seat upholstery, which is basically leatherette, and satin silver matte interior trim. Leather upholstery is also an option.
Both front seats are manually adjusted. And now we'll go ahead and start it up. On the key fob, you got the buttons for lock, unlock, and trunk release. And it does have push button ignition, so to start, just put the key fob into here, and then put your foot on the brake and hit the button.
BMW's first SUV was the X5 that they came out with back in 1999. Since then, the German automaker has come out with many more SUVs, or sports activity vehicles as BMW refers to them as. Today we'll be discussing their entry-level SUV, the X1. The X1 debuted back in 2010, but it wasn't until 2013 when they began selling the X1 in the US. As of the 2021 model year, the X1 is currently in its second generation. This 2015 model we have here represents the first generation of the X1, codenamed E84, which was sold in the US from model years 2013 to 2015, although it had already been sold internationally since 2010. For 2013, the same year it began sales in the US, it received a mid-cycle refresh, and 2015 was the E84 X1's last model year. The E84 X1 rides on the same platform as the E90 generation BMW 3 Series, which was made from 2005 to 2013. In turn, the first generation X1 is also the only generation to be rear-wheel drive based, as the second generation X1, which came out for 2016, uses a front-wheel drive based platform. This is actually relatively new for BMW, as it was as recent as 2014 when BMW made their first ever front-wheel drive vehicle, which was the internationally sold 2 Series Active Tourer. Since then, a few more front-wheel drive Beamers have been launched, including the second-gen X1 and its coupe-like X2 variant. But anyhow, back to the E84 in this video. The US market 2015 BMW X1 is offered in 3 main model variants, those being xDrive28i, xDrive28i like we have here, and xDrive35i, with xDrive indicating rear-wheel drive and xDrive indicating all-wheel drive. The 28i models are powered by a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine making 240 horsepower, paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, while the xDrive35i has a 3-liter turbo straight-6, making a potent 300 horsepower paired to a 6-speed auto. Tons of options are available, and aside from the base X1 like we have here, there's also the X-Line, Sportline, and M-Sport trim packages. Competitors for the X1 back in 2015 included other subcompact premium luxury SUVs like the Audi Q3 and Mercedes-Benz GLA class. In BMW's 2015 lineup of sports activity vehicles, the X1 is the smallest, slotted below the larger X3 and X4 sports activity coupe.
The gauge cluster houses 4 analog gauges, including your speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, and miles per gallon gauge. And via the button right here, you can also toggle through this info display. It has a 3-spoke design, leather-wrapped, multifunctional steering wheel. There are sport grips at 10 and 2. As for controls, on this side, you got your volume, voice command, hands-free phone. And then on this side, you got your seek track.
You got the button to go through your different audio sources, along with your air recirculation button.
Let's have a tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Headlight controls, air vent. Your cruise control stalk. Your high beam, turn signal, and information display stalk. And right here is your wiper stalk. Your push button ignition. And this is the button to toggle the heated steering wheel. Going down the center of the interior, up top you got a storage compartment, your hazard light button, along with your power door lock switch, air vents. Your whole radio head unit is right here. It does have a CD player. Right here are all the controls for your dual zone automatic climate control, along with the controls for your 3-stage heated front seats. Cup holder right here. Your Eco Pro driving mode, traction control, hill descent control, auto stop start. Got some storage, along with a USB port, an aux port, and a power outlet. Got the electronic gear shifter. Down for drive, over to the side for manual mode. Up a little bit for neutral, up all the way for reverse, and just push the button at top for park. Some storage right here. The vehicle's parking brake is hand operated. Another cup holder. Center console with some storage. You got another cup holder and another power outlet. The glove box is lockable. There are grab handles at all 4 corners. Both sun visors do have vanity mirrors and lights. Auto dimming rearview mirror. Got your overhead lighting, roadside assistance, passenger airbag indicator, and the controls for your panoramic sunroof. Now we'll go ahead and roll down the driver's window and take a look at the engine bay. All 4 windows are fully automatic.
One of the rim options for the base X1 is this set of 17-inch 5-split-spoke light alloys, and the ones on this X1 are finished in a matte black. The X1 xDrive28i is powered by BMW's twin-power turbo 2-liter twin-scroll turbocharged inline-4. It's a dual overhead cam 16-valve engine with direct injection, along with BMW's Valvetronic and double Vanos variable valve lift and variable valve timing systems. It produces 240 horsepower from 5,000 to 6,500 RPM, and 260 pound-feet of torque from 1250 to 4,800 RPM. This engine is paired to the Steptronic 8-speed automatic transmission with a manual mode, and xDrive indicates that the power is sent to all four wheels of this X1. Running on premium unleaded with a 16.6-gallon fuel tank, the X1 xDrive28i achieves an estimated 22 mpg in the city and 33 mpg on the highway. It utilizes a McPherson strut front suspension and a multi-link rear suspension. Stopping the X1 is a set of four-wheel ventilated disc brakes. Curb weight for the xDrive28i starts at about 3,726 pounds.
Also got storage pockets back here. Both the front seats do have storage pockets on the backs. Got another power outlet back here. Coat hook. Also got a folding center armrest with two cup holders. Dual exhaust, rear wiper. And as you saw earlier, the fuel cap is located on the passenger side.
Anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this 2015 BMW X1. And as always, stay on the lookout for more tours to come.